Are ticks invading the United States right now? This summer, they're going to make you allergic to red meat for the rest of your life. It's Tinfoil Tuesday.
So if you like exposing truth and dropping truth bombs, then welcome to Tinfoil Tuesday.
I want the truth!
Well, a big shazam to you people. This right here popped up on Reddit a few weeks ago, r/conspiracy. This is 100% a government manufactured plan. 450,000 Americans now have a life-threatening allergy to beef and dairy from a single tick bite, and the timing is very suspicious. I put that over on my desktop. I started researching it. I've deep dived it. I'm going to present it to you, and then I'm going to send you in a couple directions that you can chase yourself and see for yourself where you're at in this. But I'm telling you, it's a little bit convoluted, and there's a lot of social media information, but not a lot of official information. But I am concerned at best and terrified at worst. Today's episode is brought to you by blackoutcoffee.com/JohnnyB. Hey, it's a great company, but you're going to get great coffee. And if you don't mind, type it out, blackoutcoffee.com/JohnnyB. You're going to save with the coupon code that's down in the description when you get to blackoutcoffee.com/JohnnyB. You people, thanks for every thumbs up. Appreciate y'all. All right. Few months ago, Evan Hafer, who is a homo, but Evan Hafer was over on Rogan. He got talking about this syndrome that he has called AGS, alpha gal syndrome, and he cannot, at this point, eat red meat for the rest of his life, and dairy is included in that as well. So red meat or dairy, he can eat fish or eggs. Some people with AGS can eat poultry, but it's not good, and the prevalence has grown big time in America, and there's a lot of conspiracies surrounding this. Folks are not buying the timing. It's called alpha gal syndrome, and here's a lady that's got it on her back. It puts hives across your whole body, allergic reaction, again, for the rest of your life to red meat and dairy. And I started researching this, just started reading people's stories, and it's not good. Meet Daisy Holstein, no pun intended. She's from Arkansas, but she picked up a tick when she was in Nashville. And here's an article that was in Newsweek last year, August of 25. I'm a vegan against my will after developing an overnight allergy that's increasing across the United States. Daisy Holstein has posted these pictures very publicly to her social media showing her legs, and she dealt with this for months and months. Apparently, it's hard to figure out. It's hard to diagnose, and you end up having to, when you get these hives and you have them for weeks and weeks, start doing what's called an elimination diet. Take stuff out of your diet and then figure out what it is. And then once she narrowed it down to red meat, bang, she knew what it was. It was alpha gal syndrome. Now, the conspiracies are going wild online. Here's a lady who said there's a helicopters hovering above her farmland and they are dropping boxes. And when you type this into Google or into Yahoo or whatever search engine you use, you're going to start seeing where farmers are finding these boxes full of ticks. People are talking about it, but there's not a lot of documented information on it. But again, just a lot of people on social media talking about it. But farmers are finding boxes full of ticks all over the Southeast, and it's also well up into the Northeast as well. A lot of concentrations up in New York and all over Tennessee. It's got my attention. This is from the University of Kentucky. This is their map, and this is current data. Super Southeast and the lower part of the Midwest concentration. There's some stuff up in New York as well, but not good at all. And there's a lot of conversation of what the genesis of this is. We do know it comes from this tick right here. It's called the Lone Star tick, and it looks like it is what carries AGS, and you have it again for life. Now, as soon as you mention ticks and tick bites, my brain goes straight to Plum Island. You can research this. You're going to see the AI. If you'll type it in AI, oh no, this isn't real. But you talk to anybody that deals with tinfoil, they're going to mention Plum Island. This is from 2019, and it says Pentagon may have released weaponized ticks that helped spread of Lyme disease. Investigation ordered. I don't have that in front of me. That's from Newsweek. I do have it in front of me. This is the Plum Island Animal Disease Center. It looks like they created Lyme disease. So we're moving to big tinfoil here, and I've heard this for years and years, that the government created Lyme disease. It is a created manufactured disease that spreads by ticks, and it was created on Plum Island. And I don't know. I'm not sure about that, but I don't trust the government. We can start right there. This is an interesting wrinkle to the whole story. Why isn't my Lyme disease treatment covered by insurance? That's from Global Lyme Alliance. And anything that you go look at on Lyme disease, they're gonna say, yeah, insurance won't cover it in most cases. And also, it was possibly, allegedly created by the government. All right, let's temper this with a little fact. This is from PolitiFact. No connection between Gates-funded modified ticks and a meat allergy. So a lot of the theories that are out there right now is, and y'all know this, it is documented, it is fact that the Bill Gates Foundation has modified and released mosquitoes. There are also theories that he was modifying ticks and that all of this is planned to get us off of red meat. The challenge with all of this is there is no treatment for AGS, alpha-gal syndrome, other than don't eat red meat. That's it. There's no medication. There is nothing. You can get a little bit of relief with acupuncture behind the ear. For some people, I think 4%, don't hold me to that number, I think it's about 4% can get a little help there, or with steroids or epinephrine, those sort of things. But the big treatment is no more red meat, which is right in line with Project 2050 and all of the elites saying they want to get all of humans off of red meat. Then farmers start finding these boxes of ticks in their fields. The ladies see in the helicopter. None of this is good, but PolitiFact, rest assured, says there's no connection. Also, Snopes has said this is all fake. It's all a scam. However, final wrinkle, this is, and I saw this and I didn't know if this was real. This has been sitting on my desktop for like 2 weeks. Pfizer's dropping a new Lyme vaccine next year, and magically this spring and summer are going to be the worst tick season ever. Next, farmers notice spike in ticks while Lyme disease vaccine is entering market by Pfizer. A lot of times you see these nice, neat memes that are over on Facebook and people pass them around. I don't know if they're real. Oh, this one's real. This is from Women's Health. Everybody linked to the same article, but this one's legit. Pfizer just announced a new Lyme disease vaccine. Here's what to know. Now, I conflated two different stories, Lyme disease and AGS. We do know with Lyme disease, there is an argument can be made that the government created Lyme disease. We know it's certainly tick-borne and it's not good. And then this summer of 2026, we have AGS, and folks are saying that they've got a red meat allergy for life. It looks like at this point, up to 500,000 Americans now have it, and it is spreading. So, and I don't want to be like the news anchor or the weather guy who's like, by the way, check yourself for ticks. But I think more than ever, we should be very careful this summer, obviously, and I don't trust the government. What say you? Let me know down below. Be careful out there.
Welcome to Tinfoil Tuesday. We hope you sing along.
You want answers? Diabetes.